second and last line.
How many lines did we get? We made out here.
Three.
So what do you make that?
I hope it was that. I haven't seen it in a while.
We're just going to read this like this, and then
Just going to read it straight through.
Just gotta do a lot of
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then we're going to look at it and see what we need to do to make it better and do it again next week. Or as early as possible after the
Well, we'll try to find time to see if
So
there
this is just a rehearsal.
Well, yeah, maybe, unless we do it real good. Not nervous.
probably a lot.
No, Mary Beth Martins had never been the prom queen of Rawlins, Wyoming. She had never even aspired to such a position, she told Reed Fallon, as he sat next to her in New Orleans' old absinthe bar almost 10 years later. He laughed and watched Mary Beth with a decidedly sexual interest as she leaned her elbows on a large book that was resting on the bar. What's that? Your homework? Did you say you were a student here?
No, I write for the Times-Picayune. This jazz encyclopedia is part of my homework, at least for the next month or so. I'm doing liner notes for jazz fusion albums.
When he had first walked into the bar, she thought he was the handsomest man she'd ever seen in her life. And how, as he sat close to her, she was trying to decide what was so attractive about him. Well, he was tall, taller than her two brothers, even taller than her Cheyenne cousins by marriage. He was dark, and his straight black hair was tied behind him in a ponytail, and he was handsome. He acquired the best of the two races. When he smiled, she felt like a little girl that was being lied to. Yet when she was drawn to him and listened to his histories about working on an oil rig in Morgan City, and how he was now coming to live in New Orleans with some friends in Metairie, he sat facing her, with his long legs wrapped around the rungs of her bar stool. Once in a while, one of them would touch hers, and she would feel the chill go through her stocking and end someplace along her spine. Reed Fallon was troubled, but he reminded her of the West, of her Cheyenne stepmother, of her handsome cousins, and when Reed Fallon told Mary Beth Martins that he had grown up in Rock Springs, there existed between them an understanding of time and space, or so she thought. He took her phone number, promised to call when she got settled in, and when they stood outside the bar, he shook her hand and wished her luck with her homework. But it didn't stop there. He drew her towards him and kissed her mouth. She stood among her friends shaking as he walked off into the night. None of this love scene went unnoticed. Mary Beth arrived at the bar with all of her friends from the paper. The old absinthe bar was a Friday night ritual for the arts and entertainment staff. Then on Saturdays, they all met at the Café du Monde before going to the office to file stories for Sunday. Then she got there the next morning. Michael J. Smith, affectionately known as Smitty, was imitating Fallon's smooth moves for Mitch and Petey. Mary Beth stood in the back of him and laughed.
I thought for sure you were taking her home. We witnessed the whole thing, how he was rolling you a cigarette, buying you a drink you didn't want, trying to get his hands on her skirt. The best part was when he touched your thighs. I thought for sure he had you then.
Did he take your phone number?
Yeah, but I doubt he'll call.
He'll call. Give him 2 or 3 weeks. No, better make that 4. He'll have to look busy or cool or both.
Is that how you drive stage time? Busy and cool?
Yes, you never want the woman to think you're really interested. See, Mary Beth, you got married too young. All you probably ever thought about was Tom. He being young and foolish felt the same insanity towards you. Now that you're divorced, you have to learn things the hard way. Reed Fallon is trouble.
Why?
Anyone as good looking as that has a wife in Rock Springs, girlfriend in Morgan City, and a baby in Metairie.
What about you? You don't have a wife, a girlfriend, and a baby.
Yeah. No, I don't have a wife, girlfriend, and babe. I had an assassin who left me for another date. You're all a bunch of assassins. Even you, Mary Beth, you're one of them.
Well, that's your wife and a girlfriend. A baby or a assassin.
Hang out with Reed Fallon, he'll leave both. I'll see y'all in the office.
Trouble with Nancy. First she wants to stay with him, then she doesn't. He won't leave her.
What's he waiting for?
An invitation.
To what?
During the next week, Mary Beth hardly had any time to think about anything except the assignment, which had become, to her regret, of course, the office joke. Mitch had come over with a stack of jazz fusion records, and night after night, Mary Beth sat on the floor of her living room eating double-stuffed Oreos, drinking black French market coffee, and listening to those records. The music made her feel disjointed, and she forced herself to find a language for her disjointure. By the end of the week, she had completely forgotten about Mardi Gras, even though she lived in the French Quarter. It was Smitty who brought it to her attention.
Fallon called you yet?
No, I haven't even thought about it.
What are you going to do when he does? He will. It's been a week. Give him another 2, just wait and see. If you hang up the phone, you call me. I want details. Mary Beth?
What? I'm trying to finish this. I have a deadline.
Nah, fuck the deadline. When was the last time you went out on a date?
I don't remember. What are you getting at? Why are you bothering me this morning? Let me finish this and we'll go out for lunch. Will that be date enough for you?
No, I just want to make sure you know how to act when Fallon calls you. I got an idea. I'll call you and I'm found.
Right now, here it's 11. This has to be done by 9 noon. It's going with the next paper.
Mary Beth, put your pencil down. Tell me your step.
328.
What are you waiting for?
You don't want to read down this because I was waiting on his call. Hello? I can't wait for you. Try this again.
Hi, is this Mary Beth Martinez with a Z at the end?
Smitty, you know how to spell my last name.
Yeah, I do. We were spelling it for Reed Fallon that night. I heard everything. And I'm Reed Fallon now, even though I'm infinitely better looking and have a much bigger dick.
Smitty, can't you stop thinking about sex even for a minute?
No, I can't, and if I can, I'm shit sure Reed Fallon can. All right, now, all right, listen. I'm Reed Fallon. So, Mary Beth, you know Mardi Gras is coming up. How about going out with me? Dave Mettery is on the rag.
Smitty?
You're talking to each other on the phone? In the same room?
Yes.
Well, I'll come by and get you around midnight.
You never stop. I'm standing right here and you keep on talking on the phone. For this I pay you. He can't ask you out. You have to say who's Reed Fallon. This is the Times Pay Room, kids. It's not Mardi Gras Mambo time. Not another week to go.
You know that song clip? The Hawkettes from Arthur Bell, May 1955. Great tune.
All right, Mr. Know-it-all. I'm willing to you, Kyrie. How about a little lunch? What's the rest of this department?
Mitch is out taking photographs from Mardi Gras spread, and he's over in advertising, biting someone's head off. You look so coy with that folder. Do that when you're interviewing that Boston-based fusion phenomenon with respective partners, and you'll do just fine. They'll be eaten right out of your